onto all fours, onto your hands and your knees. With the wrists lined up under the shoulders and the knees underneath of the hips here. Nice long spine, drawing the crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Breathing out, press the floor away. Looking back as you round through your spine into a nice cat pose here. Draw the tailbone in between the heels. Inhale, lengthen, very gently drop the navel, tip the tailbone up to the ceiling, crown of the head reaches forward. Glide those shoulder blades back. And then big breath out, come back into that rounded spine as you press the floor away. So just moving through these cat and cows at your own pace with your own breath. And we'll be here for about a minute. So you can add in some barrel rolls here if that feels good for you. So imagining that you have a barrel around your waist and you're trying to clean the inside of the barrel with your waist. So you can see how that feels for you. Or you can just stick with those cat and cows. Moving in between those two variations. About 3 more breaths here. And whenever you feel ready, coming back to a neutral spine. Take that left foot back behind you. Reach your right fingertips forward for an opposite limb extension here. So you can keep the toes on the mat, or you can lift the heel. Back knee and toe stay pointing down, and you're drawing the navel up and in, engaging through the core here. One more breath. Good. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, draw that elbow in towards your knee. Inhale, find that extension again. We'll do that 4 more times. Exhale, draw it in, engaging. Inhaling and lengthening, evenly pushing through that left hand, right knee. 2 more. And last one. Inhale, hold for 3 breaths. And exhale, release it down. Start to make some circles here with the hips and the shoulders. They don't have to be big circles. They can be small if you like. And if you're finding any discomfort in your knees, then you can take a blanket and place the blanket underneath of the knees. Change directions, circle the opposite way. Good. 1 more rotation around. And then coming back to the center. Right toes behind you, reaching the left fingertips forward. Hold. Back knee and toe pointing down. Draw the navel up under the ribs, up towards the heart. Good. Exhale, knee to elbow here. Inhale, lengthen. 4 more as you breathe out. Last one here, draw it in. Inhale, extend and hold 3 breaths. Good. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Release it down. You can wiggle. You can rock from side to side, just moving your body in a way that feels good for you. Take a couple of cat cows if you need to. And then coming back to the center, drop your chin to your chest. Take some neck circles here. So it's a really nice position to take some neck circles in. And try to take 3 in each direction, just seeing how that feels. Good. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back here. You can pedal the feet out, dropping one heel and then the other, hugging those triceps in as you lengthen through your spine, lifting the pelvis up towards the back side of your mat. Imagine that you're trying to squeeze a block in between your forearms here. And then dropping the heels, keep your knees slightly bent here. Keep lifting and lengthening up and out through the wrist, up and out through the shoulders. Squeeze an imaginary block in between your upper thighs here. Deep breath in. We're going to take a down dog twist here. So taking that right hand back towards the left foot. Now it doesn't have to touch the left foot. You can just bring the hand over towards the left side of the mat. If you do have a little bit more flexibility, then you can grab on to the back of that left ankle. Keep pressing the heels down towards the mat. You can look up underneath of that left shoulder, left armpit, if that feels right for you. Good, and then coming back into your center, down dog, take a deep breath in. And then exhaling over to the opposite side. Again, you can take the left hand just near the right foot or grab onto that back of the right ankle. Looking up underneath the armpit, if that feels comfortable. 3 breaths. Good, coming back to the center, dropping the knees down to the mat, turn the fingertips back towards the knees. 5 cat-cows here, lengthening through the spine, just to stretch out the wrist a little bit more here, rounding, pressing the floor away. Creating some length in the forearms, a little bit different of a sensation here. One more. Good, coming back to the center. Take one hand, circle that wrist out, shake it around, and then plant it with the fingertips facing forward. Take the other wrist, roll it around, shake it out, and then plant that hand underneath the shoulders, coming back into your downward facing dog here. Your version, 5 breaths. Nice lengthening and extension through the spine. Two more. Good. Take a deep breath and look towards the top of your mat. Step or walk your feet up to your hands, right into a halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold it forward here. Release your hands and head down. Bend your knees as deeply as you need to. And then we're going to come into a little bit more of a twist. So you'll inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Plant your right hand in between your feet, or you can use a block. Bend into your right knee and extend the left fingertips up towards the ceiling here. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, then you can drop the left hand behind your back and into the crease of that right hip. Keep turning the left shoulder up. You can look down at your mat, out to the left, or you can look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, take those left fingertips back up towards the ceiling, and exhale the left hand down now into the mat. Straighten the right leg, bend into that left knee. The right hand comes up, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And again, you can drop the hand behind the back towards that left hip if you like here. Looking down, out to the side or up. Keep turning the right shoulder up towards the ceiling. Spine is nice and long here, so use that block if you need to. One more breath. Right fingertips reach up towards the ceiling, and then exhale it back down to the center. Slightly bend your knees, grab opposite elbows here. Let the head hang nice and heavy. 3 breaths. Release the hands back down towards the mat. Bend your knees a little bit deeper, slowly rolling it up. Come all the way up to standing. Let your head be the last thing that rises. Inhaling, breathing the arms up. And then exhale, circle the arms down, around, and back as you fold forward, hinging forward at the waist. Hands to the shins, dropping the head down. Halfway lift and lengthen, draw the crown of the head and the heart forward, hips move back. Exhale, plant your hands, step the feet back into downward facing dog. Shifting it forward into plank as you inhale, holding your plank here. Nice and strong, 3 breaths. Hips are in line with the triceps. Good, drop the knees, the chest or the chin, or squeeze the elbows in, launch yourself forward and lower down chaturanga. Inhale, cobra here. So draw the elbows and shoulders back. And then releasing the head down to the mat, tuck the toes, downward facing dog here. 3 breaths. Grounding down through your hands and your feet. Step your feet together. Take that right heel up towards the ceiling, 3-legged dog. And as you take that deep breath out, draw your right knee over towards the left elbow. So you're crossing underneath of the body. Good. Inhale, take the heel up. Nice breath in. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Good. Inhale, take it up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, take the right heel up. And then exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee down here for a low lunge. Inhale, the arms rise up. Draw that right hip back, right hip back, left hip forward. And then exhale the palms to the heart. We're going to take a twist here. So you're taking the left tricep to the outside of that right thigh here. Press the palms together and then lift the torso up and away from the thigh. Keep scissoring your inner thighs together here. If you're feeling strong, you can lift that back knee to come into a twist here. So prayer twist, either knee on the mat or you can lift the back knee here. Keep those inner thighs engaged. 2 more breaths. Inhale, come out of your twist. If you have the back knee on the mat, lift that back knee up now. We're in a high crescent lunge here. Keep drawing that right hip back, left hip forward.
Palms are at the heart center. Legs are nice and engaged here. One more breath. And now we're gonna launch right on into a warrior three here. So you can shift those hands back. Take the torso forward, draw the back foot forward. Find your balance here, back knee and toe are pointing down. Hips are level here for that warrior three. One more breath. And then chair pose. Drop that left foot to meet the right on the mat. Feet are hip width apart. You can take the palms either facing towards each other, fingertips forward. You can take the arms up and overhead if you like here. Sitting your buttocks back. Imagine that there's a chair behind you here. Good. Exhale. Bring the palms to the heart. We're twisting the opposite way this time. So now you're taking the right tricep to the outside of that left thigh. Press the palms together and pull your right hip back. The tendency is for your right hip to kind of collapse forward. Keep drawing your right hip back here. Lift the chest. If it feels good, you can open up the arms here and that chair twist. Yeah, so you can take the right fingertips down, left fingertips up. One more breath. Good, we're gonna go a little bit further with this. Shift your body weight into your left foot. Left foot, yes. See if you can find some balance here by lifting up the right toes. Yeah, just a little fun here. And then step that right foot back down to the mat. Come out of your chair twist back to the center. Good, inhale, take the arms up and overhead as you stand it up. Exhale, swan dive it forward, circle the arms down, around and back, forward fold. Hands to shins, take the head down. Halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Downward facing dog here. 3 breaths. Find that sense of peace in the breath. Inhale, shift it forward into your plank here. Hold for 3. You can always drop your knees if you need to. Shoulders are over top of the wrist here. Hug the navel up under the ribs, up towards the heart. You can drop the knees, the chest, or the chin, or squeeze the elbows in nice and tight. Launch your launch your toes forward. Lower down, chaturanga, elbows in nice and tight. Inhale, cobra. Lift through the kneecaps, press the tops of the thighs and feet down. Squeeze the elbows and shoulders back. Gentle lift here. Take the forehead down as you breathe out. And downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. 3 breaths. Keep that engagement of the thighs. Again, imagine that you're squeezing a block in between the thighs. Hug the triceps into the heart. Step the feet together. Take the left heel up. 3-legged dog, back knee and toe pointing down. As you breathe out, draw the knee into the chest and over towards the right elbow. Good, inhale, take the heel up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. One more time, breathing in and up. And exhale, come into that little twist. Inhale, take the heel up. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step the foot down in between the hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale, low crescent. Left hip is pulling back. Right hip is pulling forward for engagement through the thighs here. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. We're coming into that twist again. So take the right tricep outside of the left thigh. Keep your legs engaged. Press the palms together. Lift the belly button up and away from the thighs. If you're feeling good here, you can lift that back knee. Keep pulling the left hip back. Prayer twist here. Inhale, come to the center. So if you have your back knee down, after you come to the center, lift your back knee, high lunge. You're high on the ball of the back foot. The heel is reaching up towards the ceiling, but you're pushing that heel towards the back of the mat. Keep drawing that left hip back to keep that inner thigh engagement. Long spine here. Draw your belly up and away from your thigh, and then launch yourself into your warrior three. So as your hands come back, shift your torso forward, launch yourself forward. Back knee and toe pointing down. Hips are level here. And then slowly step it into a chair pose. So the right foot comes to meet the left. The fingertips can reach forward, arms forward, or you can take the arms up. Sit your buttocks back. I know your left butt cheek is on fire here. Keep grounding through both of your feet here. Just allow yourself to feel those sensations. And then bringing the palms together in front of the heart. We're twisting to the right here. So that left tricep comes to the outside of the right thigh. Again, the tendency is for that left hip to creep forward. Look down, make sure your knees are even. Keep pulling that left hip back. And then draw the navel up and away from the thigh, lifting and lengthening through the chest. Again, you can take the right fingertips up, left fingertips down if you like. Or you can press the palms together here. Shift your body weight into your right foot and then just lift the left foot. So it's like you're drawing your left heel up towards your buttocks here, just for a little bit of a balance challenge. Seeing how it feels. Grounding down through that right foot. One more breath. Or you can always just stay right where you are. Good, then come to plant that left foot back on the mat. Bring your chair to the center for 3. You can extend the fingertips up to the ceiling if you like. Inhale, stand it all the way up, fingertips reach up. Exhale, swan dive it down, circle the arms down, around and back, forward fold, hands to shins, drop your head, bend your knees as you need to, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping it back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. You can always take child's pose here if you need to. Keep those active legs, active arms. Inhale, shift it forward into your plank. Hold for 3. Nice, strong, engaged plank, drawing the navel up underneath of the ribs, up towards the heart. You can drop knees, chest, chin, if you like to, lowering yourself down, or launch yourself forward, squeeze your elbows in, lower down through chaturanga, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Good, one more breath. Dropping the knees. Child's pose. Yep. Take the hips to the heels. Drop the forehead down. You can take the hands back towards the feet and just allow the shoulders to drop down towards the mat. 5 breaths. Inhale, taking your palms forward, pressing yourself up onto all fours here. Sit your hips to one side of your knees and then spin your legs out in front of you, and then spin yourself so that you're long ways on your mat. Soles of the feet are on the mat. Press your feet into your mat to engage through your core. Bring the fingertips forward and slowly release yourself down onto your mat. Feel that core engagement here. And then release yourself all the way down. You can keep the knees bent here if that feels good for you, soles of the feet on the mat. Or you can take your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees fall in towards each other. Or you can come into that traditional Shavasana, extending the legs out. Really just depends on what your body needs today. Just listening. Deep breaths in and out. Three more breaths. And then wiggling the fingers and the toes. Circling the wrists and the ankles. Stretching the arms and the legs. And gently turning the head from side to side. Bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, bending one knee and then the other. Turning yourself onto your side here. And whenever you feel ready, you can gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, or you can always stay lying on your side on your mat. Palms together in Anjali Mudra, pressing together in front of the heart, giving gratitude, blessings, and thanks for this practice, for this day, and for this life. May your intuition continue to guide you throughout your day and your weekend. I wish you a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you again soon. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you.